Alright, yo, what is good with y'all? Arcane Lineage just dropped like the biggest balance patch we've ever seen. There's like a whole Google Doc for it. I'll link that in the description. I mean, just look at there's like 5 pages of balances. Alright. Let's just get into some of this. Let's get into some of this balancing. Core, like core game, I'm guessing. Added damage buffs diminishing in value. 200 after 200% and 300% increases. Okay, so I guess that's like a damage like multiplier nerf. Fixed health scaling buffs being multiplicative instead of additive with each other. Oh my god. AKA it was percent times percent, but now it's just so that's kind of a health nerf as well. Nerfed base crit damage, that's also a nerf. Heavily reduced how much luck impacts crit damage, that's also a nerf. Dude, what are these all just nerfs? Summons now absorb partial damage rather than the full attack when guarding. Okay, that's like more of a buff, I guess. Impaler VFX reworked, Monk VFX reworked. Honestly, we can check all this out in like a different video, but yeah, these like hopefully they look better. They were kind of mid, I'm not gonna lie. Carnage scaling nerfed by 25%. No, Carnage base damage reduced from 2 to 1.5, bro. That's almost like a gut. Head splitter scaling buffed. Okay, wait, maybe it's not too much of a gut. Fixed intense rage. Yeah, whatever. Nerf to bloodlust health activation. Bloodlust. Oh my god, no, bro. They nerfed him, bro. They gutted Berserker, bro. Nerfed the Bloodlust boost cap from being hit. Reduced Bloodlust additional damage from being hit after the first time from 20% to 10%. Mastery from 25% to 15%, bro. That's mid. Unending flow, damage gain plus damage cap significantly reduced. I'm pretty sure that's that one Blade Dancer passive. Flowing Dance, damage per hit reduced from 1.8 to 1. Y'all just couldn't keep Blade Dancer good? Y'all couldn't keep Blade Dancer good? Nerf scaling. Bro, you really nerfed it by 6%, bro? Simple Domain, damage reflection nerfed from 2x to 1.8x. Simple Domain wasn't even that good, dog. Okay, aggro increased. Okay. I agree with that. The aggro increase definitely is a good buff. Enrichment buff from 7.5% damage buff to 12.5. Okay. Finally getting some ranger buffs, let's go. Holy Crash dual scales off endurance and not as much as strength. Okay, that's perfect. That actually makes Paladin able to do damage for once. Saint All for One incoming healing boost changed from 50% to 40%. Removed nerfing outgoing healing, added increased HP reach. That's a big Saint buff. What the hell? That's a big Saint buff. Holy Grace healing scaling nerfed by around 15%. That's a pretty big nerf. Holy Grace proficiency nerf from 25% to 20%. That's not too big of a nerf. That's high, I guess. Rallying shout proficiency HP regen buff changed from 1% to 3%. I mean Lancer's still gonna be mid. Let's keep it a stack. Increased discharge stun chance from 1/4 to 1/3. Oh my. That's like a 11% increase. My bad, I'm so dumb. More like a 8% increase in stun chance. Oh, 8%. Whatever, bro. That's still gonna be mid. Lancer's still gonna be mid. Discharge proficiency now applies weakened instead of blinded. I guess that's pretty decent. Empowered Pierce energy cost reduced from 3 to 2. Empowered Pierce damage base reduced from 15 to 14. Y'all didn't need to nerf the damage along with that, dude. Come on. Increased Poise Slayer speed gain during duration from 1 turn to 2. I'm not really sure which passive that one is. Swapped left and right Lancer class mastery tree nodes, so the left side has speed now and the right side has strength. I don't really play Lancer much, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all can let me know if this makes it good. I don't really think these are really big buffs, to be honest. Lancer middle tree stat switch from Arcane to Endurance. That's probably a buff, yeah. Lancer doesn't scale off Arcane. Changed Cell Charge to work on Meditate, but reduced the amount of stacks needed. Impaler, Bloody Berserker, no longer affected by diminishing buffs. Diminishing buffs. Does that mean like weakened? Like weakened doesn't affect it anymore? I don't know. That's probably like a buff. Rending Barrage proficiency now scaled up to 40% and gains 5% per bleed stack. Okay, that's good because it was kind of mid. Bloody Berserker cap dropped from 3x to 2. Dude, why? 3x was fine. Buffed Fire Sutra, class mastery burn proc chance. Okay, yeah, definitely. Added damage buff to flame drop proficiency based on the number of burn stacks the enemy has. Okay. Brawler party table nerfed from 1.8 a hit to 1.5. Crushing strike nerfed from 10 to 9. Are you serious? Bro, Brawler was one of the mid classes. It wasn't really that crazy, you know what I mean? It was like a B tier at best, and y'all just nerfed it. Brawler oppression now is a cap of 1.5x. That might be like a master, I'm not too sure. Call Dark Beast cooldown 9 to 5. Void Bite nerf damage, Pounce nerf damage. Oh my god. Shade Roar cooldown increased. Dark Core Eruption scaling buffed. Dark Core Eruption proficiency now gives 2 hex instead of 1. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Void Bite cooldown reduced from 4 to 3. Okay, that's actually pretty damn good. Curse Fist now grants all Dark Wraith and Dark Beast moves a 10% damage buff. Okay. Dark Generation HP increased from 75 increased to 75% instead of 50%. I mean, I still don't think this is gonna make Dark Wraith that crazy, but you know, like we're gonna see. I haven't played any of these yet. Fixed Poison Fan applying poison before checking the mastery. Okay, fixed Poison Fan applying Sundered. Damn, alright. Buffed Stealth Strike strength scaling. Buffed invisible damage scaling on Stealth Strike. Blaze damage lowers to 7. Why would you nerf Blaze? Come on, bro. Invisible honestly, these Stealth Strike damage increases are pretty good, by the way. Damage buff with proficiency lowered to 1.1 and with burn proficiency lowered to 1.2. That's like such an insignificant increase. I mean, such an insignificant nerf, my bad. I don't know. Blaze Arcane scaling nerfed, okay. I mean, that didn't need to happen in my opinion, but whatever. Lightning Crash damage with proficiency and burn damage multiplier lowered to 1.2. Like, here's the thing, bro. Y'all are giving us all these numbers. Like, what does that mean, dog? What does that mean, bro? What do you mean? What do you mean? The burn damage multiplier is lowered to 1.2 with proficiency. I mean, okay, that makes sense. But some of these numbers, like damage buff with proficiency lowered to 1.1, and with burn, I guess that's a multiplier. I'm just gonna assume that's a multiplier. Call Skeleton now has 25 base HP plus your Arcane divided by 5 instead of 4. Did they nerf Skeleton? Hopefully they buffed the other aspects. Raise Dead cooldown now 25 turns instead of 40. It now revives you with 40% of your max HP instead of 30%. With the proficiency is 60%. I mean, when are you gonna get that proficiency? You know what I mean? Death Edge class mastery changed. Activates at 50% instead of 40%. And gives 10% lifesteal instead of 5%. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Final Goodbye changed from providing a 10% damage buff to buffing incoming healing by 10% instead. That's still very mid, I'm not gonna lie, but it's somewhat better. Life absorption from 2% to 2.5%. Ooh, I'm gonna heal 0.4 more HP now. Inverse Abyss cooldown from 9 to 6. Are they gonna do that one dude's suggestion? Whatever his name was. 9 to 6 Inverse Abyss proficiency now applies 3 random debuffs instead of 2. Okay, that's pretty. Ooh. Dark Glare proficiency changed. Now applies 2 turns of Hex if it finds a status effect on the target. That's actually pretty damn good. Two stacks of Hex on top of everything you have, and if you have Chaos Orb with that could go crazy. Fixed Poison Fan. I swear they already put this. I swear they already put that. I don't know if I'm tweaking. Buffed Stealth Strikes strength scaling. Buffed invisible damage scaling on Stealth Strike. Inverse Flaw buff heals 5% instead of 3%. Now, I don't really know what Inverse Flaw is. Enrichment buff duration from 3 turns to 4 turns. Okay, that's... These Ranger nerfs actually might make it better. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, these Ranger buffs, my bad. The Ranger buffs might make it better. I'm gonna be honest. Fixed Flourish damage reduction, making you take 25% more damage instead of reducing the damage you took. Okay. I could have sworn I got one shot with Flourish on once, and I was confused. Reworked Ranger masteries. Okay. Leaving the game / respawning / dying by avoiding whatever will now avoid any of your dropped item bags. Okay. Probably to like prevent server crashing. Abyss Anchor replaced. With what? Oh, I mean, we could check that out. With what? Vastaean Sylph HP buffed. Abyss Anchor proficiency changed. Applies vulnerable on hit and passive energy gain disabled for 5 turns. What did they change Abyss Anchor to though? Abyss Anchor proficiency changed applies vulnerable and removes 3 energy as a buff instead of 2. I need to see it in game, I'm gonna be honest. Also, the Vastaean Sylph HP buff was kind of needed. You are now protected from Abyss Anchor not gaining energy for 2 turns after it ends on you. Abyss Anchor no energy gain nerfed to 3 turns. Abyss Anchor cooldown increased from 8 to... So they super buffed Abyss Anchor and they just made it a longer cooldown, I guess. I swear they like wrote some of this, but Estella Hyper Rage... Bro, Estella got gutted, bro. Bro, come on, man. Bro, come on, man. Berserker now scales 50% less with Estella Hyper Rage and Primal Rage. Bro, y'all ain't gotta do Estella like this, bro. Well Scramble now replaced with new move Opulence Cutter. Ooh. Corvolis Fast Learner passive changed to provide 1.15x Essence buff instead. I guess. I mean, yeah. Oh yeah. Wait. Honestly, wait. What am I talking about? That's actually really good. The Fast Learner. Nobody, literally, who used Fast Learner? Let's keep it a stack. That's a really good buff to Corvolis. Shade Slash damage buffed 20 to 30. Oh my god, really? Shade Slash minigames made harder. Why? Eclipse gives MV 5% more damage in phase 2, up from 10%. Shadebringer now does 20% more damage to summons. Bro, y'all ain't got it, bro. Come on, bro. Deathbound made slightly easier. Okay, Deathbound made slightly easier to dodge is kind of huge, I'm not gonna lie. Ice Shard's damage nerfed, who cares? Ice Shard now only scale off Arcane, okay. Honestly, you're not using Ice Shards for damage anyway, you're using it for the debuffs. Simple Curse got buffed? Okay, you got more vulnerable and more weakened stacks. Torching Soul damage buffed to 1.2 from 1.1. Okay. Torching Soul resist buff from 5% to 10%. Blizzard no longer debuffs your own team's defense. Okay. Godspeed stat gutted. Godspeed cooldown dropped. Per move. Why would you nerf Godspeed? 75%. Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing, bro? Godspeed speed stat buff gutted by 75%. What's the point of having Expedite Anklet now? Permuth now buffs by 40% instead of 80%, but drains 5% instead of 15% of your HP. Okay, I'll agree with that. Metrom's Grasp defense buff. Oh my god, they nerfed Metrom's Grasp by half, by literally half. Oh my god, they nerfed it by half. Alright, let's see the bug fixes. Honestly, I don't really care about any of these. Did they fix Nova Primer? They did not fix Nova Primer bug. Okay, that's great. No Nova Primer bug fix. Let's cut the music. So overall, I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. I don't agree with almost half of these balances, but at least they're trying. You know what I mean? Like, at least they're trying. I don't know about buffing MV and nerf. Why'd they gut luck builds? I know y'all saw that. How much of a nerf is heavily reduced how much luck impacts crit damage? What's the point in going luck then? And didn't they say that they would make Rogue a boss killer? I swear to god they said that. They did say that. They said Rogue is going to be able to kill bosses now. And I don't see a singular balance patch that has to do with Rogue. I don't know if y'all see one. Maybe I'm like blind or something. But yeah, that's the overall balance patches, I guess. I will make a video like all the new stuff in the update or whatever. Like I'll show y'all like the new VFX and the new like skills and stuff. And I'll see you on the next one, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll see y'all. Have a good one.